You're listening to the AstroMommy Daily Horoscope, a forecast that hopes to shine a light in the dark, helping us all see where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. Whether you're a first-time listener or a long-time subscriber, thanks for being here. I truly appreciate you being in the AstroMommy community. I hope you enjoyed today's horoscope and card reading. If you would like to support the AstroMommy Newsletter, there are several ways to do so. Subscribe on Substack, share it with a friend, schedule a reading, check out my family's Etsy shop, Metaphysical Flamingo, or just leave a tip. Without further ado, here is the Daily Horoscope. If you wish upon a star, Moon in Pisces conjunct Neptune and sextile Pluto, a spiritual new beginning and transformative opportunity. Daily horoscope for Tuesday, February 21st, 2023. Good morning, friends. Okay, let's get into the astrology. The moon is in Pisces today and will be forming a sextile to Uranus in Taurus and a square to Mars in Gemini. Then she'll conjoin Neptune and finally end her evening with a sextile to Pluto in Capricorn. She is still moving fast, almost 15 degrees a day. She'll ingress into the sign of Aries after midnight tonight on the East Coast. The sextile to Uranus means an unexpected opportunity or sudden emotions that are actually in harmony with our environment. This transit happened just after midnight, so we could have felt this last night or early this morning. The square to Mars represents a crisis point when a concrete event may occur. This transit will go exact in the middle of the night at 1:42 a.m. Eastern Time. Hard Moon-Mars aspects often mean conflict, strife, or struggle, and in this case, this could have to do with our emotions, our bodies, or an important woman in our lives. Thank goodness we were sleeping. This energy could linger on and color the day today, but it may actually speak to some sort of contentious moment yesterday, as the energy building up to a transit seems to be more potent than the energy after the transit. This could also represent a moment when we take action on something that changes our circumstances. At 2:51 p.m. Eastern Time today, the moon conjoins Neptune in Pisces, and this could bring about a beautifully surreal experience, or it could represent feelings of loss and disillusionment. Just thinking literally about the moon's symbolism, and Neptune's being the god of the sea, when the moon is full and high above a calm ocean, we can see her reflection. But when she is dark and below the earth at night because she is still too close to the sun to be seen, her presence is lost in the dark, shadowy depths of the water. So I feel that this conjunction may hold some dark, secret, or hidden elements to it, yet the moon will be 23 degrees away from the sun at sunset, and so we may see a small, thin crescent sliver just over the western horizon. It's almost like something dreamy and surreal is percolating under the depths and will reveal itself when the timing is right. Late tonight at 11:04 p.m. Eastern Time, the moon will sextile Pluto, indicating a willingness to explore the depths of the underworld and our own inner power. For by that time, the moon will be below the horizon, and even though she is increasing in light, we won't be able to see her until tomorrow night. Moon-Pluto contacts always bring up deep feelings, and in a harmonious sextile, this could mean that we are welcoming the transformation and eager to rise from the ashes of our lives in some Pluto-type capacity. Christopher Renstrom, in his book The Cosmic Calendar, says that Pluto represents the seed of our souls and thus contains the power and depth of the whole being within the symbolism of the dwarf planet. So it's like this sextile between the moon and Pluto represents the moon having picked up some water from Neptune, then carrying it over to water the seed of our souls when it meets Pluto. It's like a transfer of light and water, and because the moon is waxing, growth hormone. I think this may be my favorite Moon-Pluto transit yet. Let's move on to the card for the day. What is the guidance for today? 8 of Swords. On this card from the Rolla Nordic Tarot, we see 8 swords. In the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, this card shows a woman whose hands, legs, and eyes are bound. She is surrounded and trapped by 8 swords stuck upright in the ground around her. In the background, there is some sort of castle on the hill. In the upright position, this card means that you feel like you are a prisoner in some way, trapped and without the motivation to make a change. This card suggests a lack of confidence or an introverted personality. It could also suggest that there is a major fear of failure, and thus you feel unable to proceed forward. As the card for the day, I feel that this card is symbolizing that in some capacity in our lives we feel stuck, bound, or powerless. This card shows us that we need to look within our own minds and find the strength to pull ourselves out of this mess. Swords have to do with thoughts and communication, so it could be that we are trapping ourselves with our own thoughts and negative self-talk. This woman also cannot use any of her senses except her intuition. All of her physical senses are being blocked or stifled in some way, so she has to rely on her intuitive mind. The swords do not go all the way around her, and this means that if she removes her blindfold, somehow she will see that she has a way out. This indicates that if we get out of this victim mentality and assume a different perspective, we will see the solution more clearly. This card could also indicate that you feel like you need to be rescued, but the strength to change the situation comes from the thoughts we think and the limiting beliefs we have. The woman on this card also has 1 foot in the water by her feet and 1 foot on the ground, symbolizing that she has 1 foot in and 1 foot out of a situation. It's like she doesn't know if she should stay or go, and the decision to remain trapped is at war with the desire to escape. This creates an internal dilemma and speaks to the fear of the unknown. How often have we stayed in a situation, even a bad one, just because it was what was familiar? If this is the case in your own life, this card coming up is an invitation to explore your situation and see if you are stuck or trapped, not because there is no path out, but because you are actually refusing to make a change. Looking at the numerology of this card and timing, this card could indicate that in 8 days, weeks, or months, your situation may change and you may have found the solution. I think this is very interesting since in 8 days on March 1st, 2023, Venus and Jupiter will come together in Aries, the two benefics bringing good fortune into our lives. Plus, the moon will also be in her home sign of Cancer and forming a trine to the sun in Pisces on that day. This is a really wonderful transit combination coming up, so make your wishes on the stars. Cast your pennies into the wishing wells. Whatever you feel is trapping you may soon release, and I think this card lining up with those transits is really spot on, and honestly, quite incredible. And just 6 days later, Saturn ingresses into Pisces on March 7th, 2023, crystallizing your dreams and turning them into real, solid, and workable materials. A very thought-provoking card and set of transits coming up. I would love to know if any of this reading resonates with you. Feel free to leave a comment. I hope this is helpful. Until tomorrow, AstroMommy.
Thank you for reading and listening to the Daily Horoscope. Quick links and resources can be found at the bottom of the newsletter. Today's card was pulled from the Rolla Nordic Tarot, available on Amazon. If you purchase anything through the affiliate links that I provide in the newsletters, it will make a small commission, but there are no additional costs to you. I don't share or recommend things that I don't 100% believe in and use myself. Thanks for listening.